All right, let's demonstrate some collection math. This goal here is you've got some records. In this case, I've got accounts and they've got prices, which I acknowledge is dumb. Accounts don't have prices, but I just created this custom currency field on account and was utterly lacking in imagination, so I called it price. So I've got three numbers here, and I've got some accounts here, and I've got other accounts that don't fit. And let's say that I want to be able to take any collection of these accounts and add up the prices, or take the average of the prices, or even multiply the prices together. All right, so let's take a look at this new action here. You'll see it in the collection actions package as CollectionCalculate. So I've added CollectionCalculate, and what I've done here, I start out by telling it what kind of object I'm going to be passing it. That's something you got to do. You got to lock in the concrete input type each time you use one of these. So I've said I'm going to use account. I've given the name of the field I want to aggregate over all of the records I pass in. Here is the collection of records I'm passing in. That's just coming from this simple query. It's going to get three records, basically all the records except for this weird entitlements autoproc record. And operations supported right now are average, multiply, and add. So let's change this to add, and we're just going to add the values of whatever we pass in and then show them on the subsequent screens. So you can see that the value here, what is this, 90, 101, 102, but a little less than 103 is my estimate. So let's run this, and there is the value. And there's two values that are returned here. You're going to get back, we can see those here if we go look. You're getting back a decimal result and a string result. You can see that I'm able to reference them using automatic output handling, and that is because the outputs from this action are automatically available. So let's change this to multiply. And we get the values we expect to get there. And the other thing worth noting is there is an attribute here that lets you set policy for null and empty fields. Basically, by default, if you pass in records and one of the records didn't have a price value at all, it's going to blow up. It's going to throw an error message and say, hey, that doesn't work. But you also can either pass in instructions to use 0 in the place of any empty or null field values. You can also use 1. So you've got some choices there. And the final thing, as I mentioned, you can do is average. Hopefully this will be useful. I created this because I needed it for a demo where I wanted to aggregate some values. Feel free to make requests if you want any other kinds of math that we can add to this action. We'll see if the group can find time and someone can provide the code. So check it out.